So yes, ladies and gents, we getting ready for another video today. I'm gonna take like an hour walk or so with you guys through my neighborhood. But I think let's go this way. Come in, share the live. My phone, I want to check something.
I got my Bluetooth.
Yes. Notification. Go to. I just want to check something. You know what people
My phone is not.
come in, ladies and gents. We're gonna do that tour today here in the Bronx. This is how the Bronx is looking right now, ladies and gents. We got about approximately 3 inches of snow today. It's freezing outside, ladies and gents. We in the Boogie Down Bronx. Yes, ladies and gents, come in. We in the trenches. We in the real trenches, ladies and gents. It's the real trenches. So we're gonna take a walk up Ogden Avenue. Very cold outside. We got about 3 inches, as I stated earlier, and they said that we are gonna get a couple more inches, I believe, by Thursday. The city of New York is paying $28 per hour, ladies and gents. $28 an hour to shovel snow. That's what the city is paying right now. For who need to make some fast cash, right? Yep, it's really nasty outside, ladies and gents. As I said, we on Creston Avenue. We in the High Bridge area of the Bronx. Wow, look at this lady. Some people are crazy. Don't tell me she ain't cool. Oh, the laundry is closed. My hand always get cold. Wow, them boys, look at them car. Nelson Avenue, ladies and gents. They haven't even started cleaning the snow in this area. But that's what happens when when you live in the trenches, right? You get trenches treatment. Look at that. Look at the sidewalk. So we're gonna walk down Nelson Avenue. So yes, ladies and gents, we in Bronx, New York. We in the High Bridge section. This area is known as the High Bridge section of the Bronx. They haven't even started cleaning this area. Nelson Playground right here. So, ladies and gents, for you YNs, this area, High Bridge, is where the rapper A Boogie is from. He's from this area right here, Nelson Ave, right? There's a video on YouTube where he was interviewed in a park. This is the park that he was interviewed. It's Nelson Avenue Park. Yeah, this is where I'm A Boogie from, in this neighborhood right here. The activist my son is also from this neighborhood, High Bridge. Nelson Ave, ladies and gents. Maybe about 10 years or so ago, I used to live on 170. I was actually between Nelson and Plimpton. I lived in that area for, approximately almost 10 years. So yes, we in Nelson Avenue Playground. I was supposed to start this live at 6, but I do not believe in procrastination, you know. So I was like, let me just start this live. So we are Nelson on 166. Nelson Avenue on 166, ladies and gents. One six six. Ladies and gents, make sure you hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. It helps the video to go up. So you all getting a winter vlog and a night vlog all in one. Woodcrest Avenue. So I said, ladies and gents, we in the hybrid section of the Bronx. We on Woodcrest Avenue. I don't even think the employees from Uber Eats and the other delivery guys were working today. You can't climatize to this type of weather, ladies and gents, especially if you're from a tropical country. That's my favorite liquor store right over there. Right, that's where I used to go and get my Moscato. So we on the Woody Crest on 167th Street, ladies and gents. I'm gonna walk down to Anderson Avenue. They still haven't cleaned these sidewalks. I wanna go down these steps. I'm gonna walk down Anderson Avenue. Anderson Ave, ladies and gents. Oh, my bad. I said apologies. So it's more cleaner than down there. I'm gonna walk to 161st Street, Yankee Stadium, to see what's going on in that area. I love these walks, ladies and gents, because it keeps me in good physical shape. I do these walks almost every day when I have the time.
Ay, sí. Toca.
¿Quiere una pava, fruta?
Ay, sí, por favor.
Hi, Benjamin. How you doing? We're in the Bronx, ladies and gents. It's not called the trenches for no reason. You're not gonna see any billboards around here. Nice. Country good? Some tissue. Tissue. You don't got no tissue? Tissue. I'm sweating inside this jacket, man. Jacket is warm. Oh man, it's nasty out here, ladies and gents. See Yankee Stadium over there. See Yankee Stadium right there. Got all this snow. These people make billions of dollars at the stadium and can't even pay people to clean around the stadium. Look at that. That's the truck right there. That huge building in the background, that's the Bronx Supreme Court building. That's the number 4 train right there. Four train, it runs on the east side of the Bronx. Yankee Stadium, ladies and gents. The famous Yankee Stadium. Hard Rock Cafe. Team Store. Gate 6. This is where the people be hanging out sometimes. Depends on the weather conditions. So right here, this is Jerome Avenue, all the way down. Not Jerome, River. River Avenue, sorry. River Avenue right there. You see the atmosphere, very somber, right? It's not like when you in Times Square. So hey, ladies and gents, that's how you know when you're in the trenches. Look at the atmosphere around. Very somber, right? So don't expect us. Oh man, look at down here. You can't even walk down here. It's crazy. River Avenue, right? River Ave. Got the famous McDonald's right there at 161st. Hard to walk around this place. That's good. We're not even 50 meters from Yankee Stadium and look at the street. It's real bad.
Oh, dumb shit, bro.
Ooh, there's water all around.
Messes up your shoes, it turns it white. Oh, man, this is terrible.
I think I'm gonna go all the way around, maybe like down there, and just walk in the middle of the street. Yeah, he went straight into the water. So, look how nasty this is, ladies and gents.
When I say what's popular, Lil, what you say? Okay, what can you say when I say
Wow, this is crazy. Look at that. You know what? Should walk underneath here. It's gonna be easier. This is how Yankee Stadium area looking right now, ladies and gents. A lot of people complaining, but hey, you know what? I love this because it's a reminder that God is in control. This is crazy. I was thinking about going down there by yeah, but
I really walk. I want to walk the beach.
my boots is good enough. Yeah, my boots could handle it. Move, don't stand. Why are you standing? Let's go.
I should have been in front of you, but I'm really nice.
So yes, ladies and gents, we're in the Bronx. New York just got hit with a major snowstorm. Down there it's not too bad.
Hopefully she calm.
It's the D train right there, B and D train.
You know what we have? I know how we gonna get.
The B and the D train, ladies and gents. D train right there. I guess this is the uptown side. Let me check. Oh, that's the downtown side. D train right there. We're just gonna keep walking, get these steps in. Somebody kill that bird. I'm sweating in this jacket. I think I overdressed. This is easier than if we had to walk on the concourse. One 61st and Sheridan Avenue. Sheridan right there. Sheridan Avenue. Walk that way, you're gonna end up in Concourse Village. Oh, this entire place is closed now. So this area is basically a shopping area near the courthouses here in the Bronx. That building right there in the background is the Bronx House of Justice. It's just another extension to the Supreme Court building that I showed you guys earlier. That's the food bazaar. The city that never sleeps, I guess it slept last night. It's definitely sleeping right now. All these places are closed. That's the Hibachi grill and buffet. Hibachi grill and buffet. Look like even the hibachi is closed today. Yep, places are all closed. They're all closed today. They had a movie theater down there, right? So yes, ladies and gentlemen, so we at the 161st Street shopping area. If you notice, everything is closed. Everything is closed in this area, except for the fast food places like Popeyes, Domino's, and Burger King. Even the Hibachi Grill is closed today. This place is usually crowded. So yes, ladies and gents, we're gonna head back to Yankee Stadium area. Domino's. Wait, I didn't know they have a Domino's. So they're about to have clearance in these stores right now. Clearance. I don't really care about clothes again like before. As you grow older, you get wisdom and you realize that those things are just material stuff. There's a time when I dressed, everything had to match. And at that time, I didn't wear any other sneakers but the Jordans. That's for the YNs now. Yeah, as you get older, you know, you learn certain things and then you prioritize things. You get to realize what is important. Because need and want is not synonymous, right? You could want something but not need it. You would think that this place would be all lit up, right? There's the courthouse right there. The courthouse is a very lucrative business. These people go into the courthouse all hours of the day. We're on 161st, ladies and gents. We in front of the courthouses here. And this is how it's looking right now after the blizzard that actually slammed the city that never sleeps. So now I'm gonna take a different route, walking back to 161st. Oh man, they haven't cleaned this area. When I used to live with my sister back in the day, you would never see snow like this in front of the house. Because if someone slips, that's an automatic lawsuit. And they got people who just slip in front of your house on purpose. So I used to make sure that in front of the house was always clean once it snowed. If it means shoveling snow until 1 a.m. in the morning, yes. As they said, prevention is better. So this how the Bronx looking, ladies and gents. The boogie down Bronx. You good, your boots good. Yeah. The Beyonce almost wet her feet, man. You need the real Timberland boots out there, man. Your feet gonna get wet in the knockoff. There's the Grand Concourse right there. It's 161st on Grand Concourse. Yep. So yes, ladies and gents, the elements out there has no sympathy on anyone right now. So you gotta dress real good. I'm at 161st and the Grand Concourse. Oh, they did clean this part. Well, you know, it's directly in front of the courthouse. So it's a nice view right there. Let me just zoom this in. That's the park right there, opposite the courthouse. These guys are working, man. The guys from the sanitation department. And due to the shutdown, I don't even think these guys are getting paid right now. And then they got to do overtime. That's the sanitation department there in action. Them guys putting that work in, right? That's Yankee Stadium right there in the background. That's a nice view of Yankee Stadium. She said she have nowhere to step. She better get her Ops boots. Yeah. The elements out here is no joke right now. You either dress good or you're gonna have to face the consequence. Almost. So as I said, ladies and gents, enjoy the view. Enjoy the view. Right at the corner over there, that used to be a restaurant right there. Yeah. But for some reason it's closed. I don't know if it's due to financial. This is the Walton. This is Walton Avenue right here, ladies and gents. Back in the days, a lot of Belizeans used to live on Walton. A lot of Belizeans used to live on Walton back in the day. Walton and 170. Yeah, a lot of Belizeans used to be down there. Walton. Walton Ave. Yankee Tavern, ladies and gents. You all know I always give you guys this exclusive. I know I might get a copyright strike, but hey, I'm gonna show my view, by any means. That's a nice chicken spot right there. The chicken spot over there is very nice. They make some good salad. Yeah, I don't. No, brother, I'm out, man. Yeah, no problem, man. Take care, right? Yes, sir. And be safe. Yes, sir. You see, it's never good to judge people. That's one thing I don't do, man. I never judge people because you never know, right? You never know that that person that you look down on might be that same individual that might be your boss tomorrow, you know? How you doing, brother?
All right.
Yes, sir. I noticed the bar down there is open, but there's a sports bar and lounge, ladies and gents, here at Yankee Stadium. But you know it's winter right now, but usually during the summertime, this place is lit. So if you guys notice, it's very quiet right now in this area. It's very quiet. Yeah, during the summertime, this place is crowded, usually crowded. So this the D train right there. This one of the entrance. It's real nasty out there right now. Just gotta deal with it. Suck it up. A lot of people making money right now shoveling snow. So sometimes you gotta look at things from a different perspective. Some people are reeling up about the snow. But for someone who don't have a job, it's a stream of income for them. So these trucks right here, they're from the sanitation department. I believe one of these guys from the sanitation department might have dropped his gloves over there. We got a lot of trucks out. So they should hit up our area in a few. I'm really enjoying this walk. There's a lot of water in that area. So I might have to cross on the other area over there. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. So ladies and gents, I was to do a video last night, but I had some technical difficulties for some reason. Every time I started my stream, I got some kind of disconnection. So I decided to just cancel that stream. But I have something very important. Actually, I had a video that I uploaded. Ensure that you guys watch that video. This video was about the fact that President Trump has ordered the head of the housing department, or HUD, right? Basically what they are doing right now, they are ensuring that everyone who lives, right? Everyone who lives in any type of government housing, right? That they have some kind of legal status. So basically what's happening now is that there are people in the US who you'd refer to as mixed families, right? So when you said mixed family, you mean like basically that they could have maybe one individual in the family that is documented, and then maybe two that are not documented, or you could have two that's documented and one that's not documented. So basically, what the president is saying is that they are only going to pay the rent for the individual that has some form of legal status, right? And they also saying that should that individual, right, refuse to evict, right, that refuse to evict that undocumented family member, that person is gonna end up losing their benefits. So I was thinking about, like, okay, so what if both parents are illegal and then the kid is a US citizen? So what do you do then? Do you evict both parents? You understand? Like certain things just don't make sense, right? So what do you do in a case where a kid was born in the US, but both parents are undocumented? So you're gonna evict them out of the house. So what happened to the kid that's a US citizen? Oh, surprising, they clean the park. And ladies and gents, for those of you that have family members that might be living in public housing, it's very important, right? It's very important that you inform them about what's going on, because these people are not playing, ladies and gents. These people are not playing. You know, so, and as I said, this is just another form of rounding up individuals, right? Because it's common sense, right? If they are doing a status check on everyone that lives in public housing, then common sense would tell you that if they do a check and then they find out that you are undocumented, that there's a high possibility that you're going to be deported, right? So, yeah, it's a serious situation. So, and the problem is that a lot of people in this country, they don't read, right? They don't read. And that's a serious problem, right? Because people need to know what's going on around them. Reading is a very essential skill, ladies and gents. this area is clean. This is Ogden Avenue right here. They have a lot of kids playing down there. The other point that I want to touch is about the other point is about the truck drivers. Presently, if you're a DACA recipient, refugee, or a asylum seeker, you can no longer use your documentation to get what is known as a CDL or a commercial driver's license. The only people that can apply for CDL in New York as we speak are US citizens and permanent residents. You cannot even use a work permit or what is known as an employment authorization document. You cannot use that to apply for a CDL or a commercial driver's license. So basically what they're doing right now, your license is good until it expires, but in the event your license expires, it's going to be downgraded to what is called a Class D license, a Class D license, or in other words, a standard driver's license in New York, right? So once your CDL expired, if you don't have what is known as a H-2A, right, which is a visa for farmers, or a H-2B for non-farmers, or an E-2 visa, there is no way you can apply for a CDL in New York. Yeah, the rule has changed, and that law actually gonna go into effect March 16th. March 16th, that law gonna go into effect. So basically what transpired, what triggered the situation was that I think it could have been from a situation in Florida where this guy that was a non-citizen, and when I say non-citizen in this context, I mean the guy was undocumented at the time. He was driving a truck, and I believe he had collided into someone, right? So that could have been one reason, right? But basically what happened in New York was that the DOT, or the Department of Transport, and the FMCSA, that's the Federal Motor Career Security Association, right? What transpired was that they found out, according to them, that New York was giving CDL to people who weren't qualified. So basically what they did was that they passed what is known as a non-domicile rule, right? So during that time, they told New York, well, hey, this is what's going to happen. New York has always been a place that want to extend driving privilege. If you guys could recall, in 2019, New York passed what was known as the Green Light Law, whereby anyone who was undocumented could have acquired a standard driver's license. So, so as I said, basically what happened was that they told New York, you know what? You better cooperate or we're going to take away some funds from you guys. We're going to take away about 73 million, right? So New York decided to cooperate. They told New York that they got to check their database, right? That they got to do an audit on the database